So last week we watched Sean install one of the JK big bore steering boxes from PSC. And this week it's a little bit different. That was on a JK running 37s and it was just a big bore box, no hydro assist. This right here is a JT Gladiator and we're just getting this thing apart right now. And when the JLs and JTs came out, they no longer run a power steering pump on the motor. They run this electric power steering pump with 6 wires in there to make it run. This one's getting 40s and hydro assist, so we called up PSC and we got their kit for the 2020 Gladiator. And it gets rid of the electronic power steering pump and comes with a new on-the-motor belt-driven high-flow power steering pump, all new hoses. Actually has to have a new belt because nothing was ever running off the belt for the steering. Reservoir, cooler, lines, it's a complete kit. And what it does is, here's the brand new Gladiator box. It is pretty big, but the sector shaft on this thing measures 1.4 inches. So this is the new big bore box that's going to be run by the pump, and this sector shaft right down here measures 1.6 inches. As you know, bigger is better. It's about girth, you know. So with the bigger shaft comes a whole new pitman arm with obviously a bigger splined hole. So we're going to go ahead and get all this mounted under the hood on the motor, and it's a big project. This is going to take you at least a full day, if not more. And then when we're done, we'll check back in with you. But one thing I do want to mention, we've been doing a bunch of these PSC kits on all the new JLs and Gladiators, and it is very important to know exactly what model you have. So the 4-cylinder kit will not work on the 6-cylinder. And even on the 6-cylinder, there's a 6-cylinder E kit and a 6-cylinder regular kit. And the E is basically the hybrid model. The alternator's different, the brackets are different. And then, to make it worse, the diesel is completely different as well. And just when you think you've got enough choices to make up, it's also about the year. So this one happens to be a 2020 Gladiator, and we accidentally ordered the 2019 kit, and the bracket isn't even the same for the motor from the 19 to 20 with the 6-cylinder. So when you're ordering from PSC, make sure you get all the details right. Make sure you get the right kit. And lastly, once you get all this on there, we've taken 6 wires out of the system that aren't reading anything. So you will need to have a programmer. So when we install these, we always use the Taser programmer, and we're able to tase out or get rid of the electronic feedback from this motor, so there's no issues on the dash with the vehicle. And lastly, it is also very important on these JLs and JTs to get the ram mounted in a perfect spot. So what we're going to do is check back with you in a couple weeks when we go to mount the ram on this axle and show you how we do it with our bracket and where we mount it. So until then, see ya.